Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to continue the exercise 11.4, third problem. Okay, last class till second problem we have discussed. This is fully actually the statement or general situation is given. We are supposed to frame the equation based upon the statement what they have given. Okay, we have to read that statement carefully and we are supposed to answer the questions. Okay, so third one, A subdivision. Now we are going to deal with, you can take page number 236 in your NCERT textbook. Okay, A subdivision. Given Munnu's age to be X years. What is the age of Munnu? X years. Can you guess what X minus 2 may show? So X minus 2 means someone should be younger than the Munnu. Okay, if Munnu is X years old means X minus 2 is nothing but someone is younger than the Munnu. So what is the hint they have given is think of Munnu's younger brother. So if Munnu is having a younger brother, what will be this age? X minus 2, which means if he is 2 years younger than Munnu means the age of that Munnu's younger brother will be X minus 2. So likewise we can relate it. Okay. Next, can you guess what X plus 4 may show? X plus 4. So someone is elder than Munnu. Okay. So shall I take one elder brother or elder sister who is 4 years elder than Munnu? So that their age will be X plus 4. Okay, likewise I am imagining a character and I am naming the age for that particular character. What 3x plus 7 may show? 3x plus 7, I am taking that age as his father's age. So father is 7 years more than thrice his age. Okay, 3 times his age plus 7 years will be obviously our father's age will be like that only, no? When compared to our age and my father age, it will be like 3 times my age plus 7 years. Like that only it will be. So I am assuming. Sometimes I can take that as mother's age also. No problem. So I am imagining the age for that particular person. Okay. Now, I am going to write the solution for that. Let Munnu's age be X years. Let Munnu's age be what? X years. Okay. Then Munnu's younger brother's age is Munnu's younger brother's age is equal to what, children? X minus 2 years. Okay, yeah, Munnu's younger brother's age, who is 2 years younger than, who is 2 years younger than Munnu. Okay, see, Munnu's younger brother's age is X minus 2, who is 2 years younger than Munnu, because that's why I am writing X minus 2. If he is X minus 2 only, that is, he is 2 years younger than Munnu. Okay, next I am taking X plus 4. Okay, I am writing it as Munnu's elder MUNNU. Okay, Munnu's elder sister's age is equal to X plus 4 years. I am taking it as X plus 4 years. So, how many years that Munnu's sister is elder? 4 years. Who is 4 years elder than Munnu. Okay, Munnu's elder sister's age is X plus 4. Who is 4 years elder than Munnu. Next, 3x plus 7. So, I am taking Munnu's father's age is equal to 3x plus 7 years. I am taking his age as 3x plus 7 years. Who is 7 years more than thrice the age of Munnu. Correct? We can put this in bracket. Okay, these are all things. This is a condition actually, right? Who is 7 years more than means plus thrice x. But thrice the age of Munnu. So likewise, you should give the solution for each question. Understood? This is your B problem, children. Read the question carefully. Given Zara's age today to be y years, okay? Given Sarah's age to be y years. In today's age is y years, okay? Think of her age in the future, in the past. Okay, what will be her age in the future? Next year she will be y plus 1 years. The next year y plus 2 years. Then previous year she will be y minus 1 years. Okay, that is how you will calculate the future age and past age. Correct? What will the following expression indicate? So here y is the Sarah's age. Y plus 7 means after 5 years she will be y plus 7 years old. Y minus 3 means before 3 years she was y minus 3 years old. So y plus 4 1 by 2 means it is indicating the future age of Sarah. Okay, y minus 2 1 by 2 means it is indicating the past age of Sarah. So this equation or this expression actually indicating the future and past age of Sarah. So now shall we write it in the solution? Let y years be the Sarah's present age. Okay, let y years be the Sarah's present age. So she will be y years old. So Sarah's future ages is equal to, what are the future ages? Y plus 7 is one future age. Y plus 4 1 by 2. So these are the future ages. Y plus 7 years. Y plus 4 by 1 by 2. 4 1 by 2 years. These are the Sarah's future ages. Now I am going to calculate the Sarah's past ages. Okay, I am going to calculate the Sarah's past ages. Okay, what is the past age here? Y minus 3 years, comma, y minus 2 1 by 2 years. So plus means future ages, minus means it is past age of Sarah. So only this you will write it. Okay. Next, given n students in the class like football. Okay, how many students will like football? N students are liking football. What may 2n show and what may n by 2 show? So what is the hint they have given? Think of games other than football. They have given you the hint, children. Think of other games. Okay, think of games other than football. We are going to think of the games other than the football. Okay, so how many students are liking football? N. So 2n means some 2n students are liking cricket. N by 2. N by 2 students are liking hockey. We can say like that, no? Because they are asking to think about some other games. So we itself giving one name for one expression. Okay, so solution. Number of students liking football. How many students are liking football? N. Okay, number of students liking football is N. So 2n we can take it as cricket. Okay, because many people like cricket, right? So number of students liking cricket is equal to 2n. I am taking that 2n as number of students liking cricket. Next, number of students liking hockey. I'm taking it hockey. Even it can be basketball, throw ball, anything. Any games you can write it. Okay. Number of students liking hockey. Hockey is n by 2. See, I am taking the values, children. They have given you just a hint. There are many other games other than football. So, 2n I am taking as cricket. N by 2 as hockey. Okay. This is how you will write the expression for this question. Understood? Next is your next topic. We are going to deal with equation. Okay, what is the next topic, children? It is equation. You know what is meant by expression. Expression means what? Because using this expression only we are going to learn the equation. Okay, what is meant by expression? It is a combination of variables, constants, operators, right? So 2x plus 10 is an expression, correct? So the value of this expression will change according to the value of the variable. Yes, what is the value of this expression, children? When x is equal to 1, you will write it as 2 into 1 plus 10. 2 into 1, 2 plus 10, 2 plus 10, 12. So when the variable x is equal to 1, you are getting the value of the expression as 12. So when x is equal to 2, you will write 2 into 2 because 2 into 2 plus 10. 2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 10, 14. So when x is equal to 2, the value of the expression is changing. Okay, the value of the expression is also it changes accordingly. So this is what the expression. Okay, but when it comes to equation, say expression is possible for all the values of x. So whatever values of x you are substituting, according to that you will get the value of the expression. Okay, when you give x is equal to 0, you will get when x is equal to 0 is substituted, what answer you are getting, that you will get it. Okay, so whatever the value of x is given, you will get the value of the expression. Okay, but equation is something different. It is nothing but, for example, equation is equal to 10. Okay, so this is nothing but equation. Why I am saying it as equation means there is a expression also, like whatever the things should be there in expression, that is there here, but along with that one equal to sign or equality sign. Okay, there is one equality is there. So this equality will separate that expression into two types. One is left hand side, another is right hand side. Okay, listen children. The equation is something similar to the expression, but you have expressions on both the sides. 2x is also an expression, but it is a monomial. 10 is also an expression and it is also a monomial. So we have both the sides of the equal to sign. So we have a LHS part, which is your left hand side part. This is your left side, left hand side part, and this is your right hand side part. Okay, so you have two types, and this equation is satisfied only for one value. Okay, when you substitute x is equal to 1, 2 into 1 you will 2 into 1 you will get 2 in the LHS side, but RHS you have on 10. Whether both are equal, in LHS part you get 2, RHS part you got 10. Whether both are equal, no. So for x is equal to 1, this equation is not satisfied. Next, x 2 2s are 4, but here 10. Both are equal? No. So when x is equal to 2 is not possible. 3 2s are 6, here 10, not possible. Then 2 4s are 8, here 10, not possible. 2 5s are 10. Yes, here also you are getting 10. So both are equal. So only when x is equal to 5, this equation is satisfied. Okay, when x is equal to 5 only, this equation is satisfied. So that's why I am saying equation is something different when compared to the expression. For expression, whatever values of x, you will get values of the expression. But here, for only one value, you will get the satisfied equation. So what is that x? X is nothing but here solution. So for what value of the variable this equation is satisfied, that value of variable is called as solution. What is called? It is called as solution. For what value of the variable this equation is satisfied, that value is called solution of this equation. Okay, so equation is nothing but it is a condition on a variable. So what is a condition we are applying here? Based upon the condition only we will get the equation. Okay, so x is a 5 is the condition on the variable. When you substitute the variable as 5 only, you are getting the satisfied equation. So this is what the equation definition. Okay, we have lots and lots of examples given, page number 239, everything. Okay, so 239 and all, they have given one tabular column, fully it is upon this equations only. Okay, so then the value of the variable which satisfies the equation is called as solution. That already I told you now. So it is actually very easy to find the solution. So there are methods to find the solutions. Okay, that we'll discuss in the exercise problem. Okay, we'll deal with the exercise 11.5 children. What is the first question? State which of the following are equations with the variable. Okay, we have to they will give you some equations or something. Okay, we have to check whether they are equation with the variable, that has a variable or not. Okay, we have to identify the equation with the variable. So that equation should have a variable. Okay, give reason for your answer. So why you are saying that as equation? That reason we need it. Okay, identify the variable from the equation. Okay, identify the variable from the equations with the variable. So from the given equation we should identify what is the variable. Okay, so now we are going to write a problem. 17 is equal to x plus 7. Is this an equation? Yes, of course it is an equation with the variable, and it has a variable in this. So yes, it is an equation with a variable. Correct? It is an equation because you have an equal to sign, variable, constants, everything is there. So it is an equation with a variable. What is the variable here? X. The variable is x. So likewise you should write it. Okay. Next, B problem. T minus 7 greater than 5. Whether it is an equation? No, it is not an equation. Why? Because it has a greater than sign, not equal to sign. Okay, so no, it is not an equation. No, it is not an equation with a variable. See, here you have a variable, but it is not an equation because the main thing, equal to sign, is not there. Okay, so what is so since it is not an equation, we don't want to write the variable for this question. Okay, next, C problem. 4 by 2 is equal to 2. 4 by 2 equal to 2. So whether it is an equation with a variable? No. See, it has equal to sign, but there is no variable here. So it is not an equation with variable. No, it is not an equation with a variable. It is not an equation with a variable. Next, D problem. 7 into 3 minus 19 is equal to 8. So whether it is an equation? No, it is not an equation with a variable because we don't have variable here. So for this question also we are writing no, it is not an equation with a variable. It is not an equation with a variable. Okay. Next, E problem. E subdivision. 5 into 4 minus 8 is equal to 2x. Whether it is an equation with a variable? Yes, because you have a variable equal to sign. So, yes, it is an equation with a variable. So, what is a variable here? So, see, after writing this statement, yes, it is an equation with a variable, you should write what is the variable. Okay. So, the variable is x. What is the variable here? It is x. Okay. Next, F problem. X minus 2 is equal to 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. Whether it is an equation? Yes, it is an equation. Yes, because you have an equal to sign and a variable. Yes, it is an equation with a variable. What is the variable here? The variable is x. Correct? Next, G problem. 2m less than 30. What is the G problem? 2m less than 30. Whether it is an equation? No, it is not an equation because there is no equal to sign. No, it is not an equation with a variable. It is not an equation with a variable. Okay. Next, H problem. 2n plus 1 is equal to 11. 2n plus 1 is equal to 11. Whether it is a variable? Yes, it is a variable. Yes, it is an equation. Yes, it is an equation with a variable. So, what is the variable here, children? The variable is n. Here the variable is what? It is n. Okay. Next, I problem. 7 is equal to 11 into 5 minus 12 into 4. Whether it is an equation? No, it is not an equation because we don't have a variable. No, it is not an equation with a variable. It is not an equation with a variable. Okay. Next, J problem. 7 is equal to 11 into 2 plus P. Whether it is an equation? Yes, it is an equation with a variable. The variable is what? The variable is P. Okay. So, next, K, L, M, N, O. All these 5 problems are your homework. Okay. So, today's class we have discussed exercise 11.4, few problems, and 11.5, first problem. In first problem, K, L, M, N, O problem as I have given as a homework. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.